It was late, raining. I was just about to board the last train when I realized my wallet was gone. Cards, cash, my ID, gone. I swore, retraced my steps, panicked a little, then gave up and went home, furious with myself. But the next morning, it was in my mailbox, everything inside. Except for one thing. There was a note. Folded and damp. Scrawled in messy ink, it read, "I only took what I needed. He'll take care of the rest." I thought it was a joke. Until the knocking started. I live in a third-floor walk-up in a building older than I am. Mailboxes don't lock properly. That morning, I was just glad to have my ID and cards. But that note, it felt wrong in my hand. Cold. Too new. The paper didn't match anything else in the wallet. And the handwriting, I recognized it. It was mine. I laughed. At first. Thought maybe I wrote it while drunk or overtired. But I haven't had a drink in months. And I certainly don't talk about he. That night, I scanned the note again and saw something I'd missed. On the back was a faint circle. Inside it, a triangle. Lines extending outward like teeth or thorns. I didn't sleep well. Kept thinking I heard footsteps on the stairs. Around 2:14 a.m., someone knocked on my door. Just once. I didn't answer. Just stood there in the dark, holding a kitchen knife, breath shallow, trying to feel braver than I was. When I finally looked through the peephole, the hallway was empty. But there was a second note, pinned to the door with a piece of thread. "You're marked now. You shared with him." I asked my friend Jay to take a look. He used to be into occult symbology back in college, Wicca, grimoires, that kind of thing. Jay went pale, said the triangle and circle was an offering glyph, something used in forgotten rites to bind a favor to a debt. He told me not to speak the words aloud, but I already had. That night, I started dreaming of the man with no eyes. Not sockets, just smooth skin, like his face had been carved too clean. He stood outside my door in the dream, tapping, and when I woke up, the tap continued for 3 more seconds after I opened my eyes. Then silence. The following day, Jay disappeared. Didn't show up to work. Didn't return calls. I went to his apartment. The door was unlocked. Inside, silence. No signs of a struggle. But his dining table had a box. My name written on the top. Inside was my wallet. Again, a new note. "You didn't take enough. He comes to collect." And beside it, a photo of me asleep in my own bed, taken from the end of the hallway. I left, packed a bag, tried to leave the city. But everywhere I went, my wallet would show up again. On the bus seat, at the diner table, even resting on my motel pillow. I threw it in the river once, but it was in my backpack when I got home, always with a new note. The latest one said, "Soon, very soon." I started researching. Every online forum, dark web thread, Reddit rabbit hole. I searched for the phrase, "He'll take care of the rest." Found exactly 3 results, all from users who had since deleted their accounts. One had posted a photo of a symbol, the same glyph. Another had posted a recording, a man whispering, over and over, "What he takes cannot be taken back. Then laughter, soft and high-pitched, like a child behind a door. I traced one username to an address. It was 90 miles away. I drove out, rural place, house half buried in vines. No one answered the door. But I peeked inside a cracked window. There were wallets, dozens of them, laid out like evidence, all tagged with names and symbols. I stopped eating, didn't feel hungry, just cold. Dreams turned into waking nightmares. I started to see him outside windows. In reflections, always eyeless, always tapping. The final night, I got a knock on my door, not at 2 a.m., at 9 o'clock sharp. There was a man there. Thin, greasy coat, eyes red from crying. He said, "I'm here for the exchange." He looked behind me at my living room. "Have you set the table?" he asked. I closed the door on him. But when I turned around, the table was set. A cloth napkin on one side, a steaming bowl of stew on the other, and the wallet placed dead center. I finally remembered. 10 years ago. I was broke, starving, lost in a freezing city. A man invited me into his home, fed me soup, gave me socks and a blanket. He never asked my name, just said, "We give when we can. He sees, he rewards." I thought he meant God. I thought he was kind. But I never saw that man again. Until today. Because tonight, I looked in the mirror and I saw his face. Not similar, exact. He had worn mine. And now it's my turn. I've made the stew. The cloth is folded, the wallet is full. Someone dropped theirs near the train station. I picked it up, returned it, with a note. I only took what I needed. He'll take care of the rest. Some debts aren't paid in money. Some favors cost more than your name. And when you see your wallet again, full and untouched, burn it. Or you'll carry him, like I do, forever.